We had tried with a couple of different organizations. We had applied with them. The door just wasn't open. It just was not time. And so we, after a while, accepted that and continued to go on the short-term trips. And every time it was just more affirmation from God that He had called us.
Yeah, it was about a year ago we were sharing our testimony with somebody, and we told them that we had been called to full-time as full-time missionaries. And they said, well, if you don't mind me asking, if you've been called to full-time missions, why are you still here? And that really got us thinking again and seeking God in, is this the time? And He made it quite evident that it was time for us to start moving forward.
I felt like God was telling us that it was time to sell our house. And we had just built a house ourselves 9 years earlier, and we loved it. It was 5 acres out in the country. It's across the road from a huge lake, and it was just a beautiful home, and we loved it very much.
It's the house that God gave us.
Absolutely. It's the house that God built. And so I just felt in my spirit that He was saying it's time to sell the house now. So I told Paul, and at first he wasn't sure about that, but I said, I think He wants us to step out on faith. What have we done, really? What have we done to make a move towards this besides talk to agencies, organizations?
We committed to pray about it, and when we prayed, it became evident to both of us that He was telling us that He wanted us to sell the house.
To get to that end.
This is,
you know how it is.
This is all that's left, and so we're still trying to decide what to store.
That's like Bible studies, notebooks, notes that I took at church.
Journals,
Yeah.
training stuff. Well, we started here because we figured we could use the garage space for sorting things out. Instead of parking the vehicle in here, we've started making piles. A lot of stuff we've thrown in a trailer out the door, just going to haul it off and throw it away, stuff we've been needing to get rid of. We've made a pile over here of stuff we're going to try and sell at a yard sale at some point in time. Then we've got stuff over here that needs to be sorted through and decided, do we really want to keep this more or less family keepsake stuff that we'll probably store at my parents'
This
house.
is full of McKinley's school memories,
Baby clothes.
toys. Yeah, he's got a little sweater in there. Stuff that I made for him. Let's see. Nana Bear. His little duck. Noah's Ark lamp that was in his room.
So, in a practical sense, we can't take all this stuff with us.
Plank.
But
You
in
know plank?
a sentimental
It's
sense, we
cartoon.
want to keep it. And so when we do come home, we'll be able to have it whenever that may be. Then we have stuff that's been handed down from my family for generations of just old Civil War stuff and things like that we have that we're going to store and kind of give back to the family and some other things. So just a lot of deciding and sorting of keep, sell, store, ship. We haven't been assigned a country. We haven't even officially been accepted by SIM yet, but we do know that God has called us to serve Him on the mission field, and we do know that He's told us that now is the time to do that.
So we're just stepping out on faith.
Yeah.
We're taking the big step. The first step was sell our house. So that's what we've done. Now we're just waiting on God to put us where He wants us, and we're just ready. Now it's time.
Yeah, I kept saying, no, we don't need to sell the house yet, not until we're accepted, not until we're accepted, and God just basically told us, you know, now is the time to do it, and so we did.
The day that we put it up for sale is the day that we sold it.
So we
Was the market good?
No. The market was horrible. It was just, it was a God thing. You know, he knew that there was a buyer out there that wanted to buy the house, and so.
and their last name is Bear, so
Right, there you go. And
true.
Part of God's great sense of humor right there. We need a buyer for our house, and the buyers bought it. That we took that as affirmation once again that God was telling us, yes, let's move forward. During that time since we sold our house, we moved in with my mother. Shortly after we moved in, she became very ill, and God had us there to help take care of her and provide for her while she was recovering. So God knew exactly what he was doing, put us exactly where he wanted us, and I'm just thankful that, one, my wife is good about hearing these things and encouraging us to pray, but that we are, that we know that if we walk in obedience to him, even the hard things like selling your house that you've loved for years, he takes care of it.